Hello and buenas tardes, my darling students. How are you? Today, we're going to work on a strategy for word problems in English, in math. They're problems in math, and they're written in English. So it's a nice combination of things. But buenas tardes, soy maestro. Profe. No. All right, let's get started. I hope you got a chuckle out of that. It's okay if you're so serious. I wish I knew you guys better. Okay. So it's called the 3 reads strategy. And the idea is that it helps you to solve problems that are written with words. Okay. So I'm going to give you the strategy and we're going to practice twice. Next time you'll do it by yourself. Here we go. Okay, first strategy is usually the teacher reads it one time, but it could be you. And here we have the example, traveling by bus. A group of students are going on a volunteering project field trip. Their bus travels 1.25 kilometers in 1 minute. If the speed of the bus remains constant, doesn't change, how far will it travel in 3 minutes? Show or explain how you know. So we see these kinds of questions many places. We see them on the PSSAs. We see them in our book, our math textbook. You see them on iReady. You see them many, many times. So the first time you read it, it's like, what? What's happening, right? So that's okay if you feel confused at first. If you have questions about vocabulary like constant, constant means doesn't change, no change. Okay. And a field trip is when all the students go together to a place outside of the school. Field trip. Okay. And some words maybe you don't know. Maybe if you didn't know a word, it maybe doesn't matter. And you say, okay, I don't know that word. Just skip it. Okay. Okay. Next thing, what's the situation? So the situation is they're on a bus and they're going somewhere. That's the situation. That's all you need to say. Okay, I understand the situation, bus, traveling, going, speed, right? Important words. Okay, good. Number 2, now you'll read it again, right? Usually the students read it together. One student read it, and now we're looking for the numbers because it's math. Okay, what are the numbers? What do they mean? Traveling by bus. A group of students are going on a volunteering project field trip. Their bus travels 1.25 kilometers in 1 minute. If the speed of the bus remains constant, how far will it travel in 3 minutes? Show or explain how you know. Okay, so first we're just going to look for the numbers, right? What do they mean? And here are the numbers, right? 1.25, 1 minute, and 3 minutes. All right, what do those numbers mean? 1.25 is what? Do you remember? Kilometers, right? 1 minute. And 3, what, do you remember 3? What is 3? 3 minutes. Okay, those are the numbers. What do they mean? Now, what is it asking you to do, right? And here, you really want to look at the question. When you look at the main thing, you need to look at what is the question. It's a how far will it go in 3 minutes? Sorry, what is it asking you to do? It's asking you 1.25. Okay, 1.25 times 3, right? In 3 minutes, how far? It's 1.25 in 3 minutes. Okay, So you have to do the math. So what is it? So what's 3 times 5? Right? And you should know it like this. Remember, 3 times 5 is 15. So we put the 5 from 15 here and the 1 here, right? Then what is it asking me to do next? 3 times 1. 3 times 2. 3 times 2. You need to know it. Study, study. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1. 6 plus 1 is 7, right? And now what should we do? Nothing special, the same thing. What is 3 times 1 is, of course, 3. And then again, how do we know the answer? Are we finished? No, because we have 1, 2 numbers after the decimal point. We need to have 1, 2 numbers after the decimal point. So I have to put my decimal point here, right? You just look at the question, how many is it? Now remember, what is 1.25? It's kilometers, right? And so my answer also has to be kilometers. And there we go. Everybody feel good? Okay, let's see the next thing. Do it. Okay, explain the answer and why you know it's right, right? And you can say, because 1.25 times 3 is this answer, or you can say, because that makes sense, because of, and then we could do like, oops, my bad. You could also say, oh, I know it's right because of this, right? If we have 1.25, right? This is 1, whatever. This is 1, and then we need, oops, 0.2, and then 5. And then we're gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? And then we have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's difficult. 7, 8, 9. So it's 10 by 10, right? That's what this is too, but I'm too lazy to do the whole thing. And then we're gonna have 1.25. So we have to color that in. Remember how we did that? 1, 2.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2.5, right? And then we have to do it times 3, right? And then we would do it 3 times, and that's how I know that it's right. Okay, you do it 3 times. Okay, you'd have to do it 3 times. So this one's all filled up because this is 1.25. I'm a little nervous. This isn't the right number. Okay, so. Yeah, 1.2. Okay, good. All of this is right. Okay, excellent. All right, let's continue. So you would do it 3 times. Good. All right. It says for me to reinforce the objective, and the objective, of course, is for you guys to know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals to 100ths. So 0.25 is 100th, using concrete models like I drew the squares, or drawings and strategies based on place values. That's what I did first, was writing it down. Properties of operations and or relationships between addition and subtraction. Not today. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you probably don't care, but I wanted to let you know about this. All right, next question. Let's get ready. Next question. This is a carton of orange juice. Do you guys like orange juice? Do you like juice? I know some of you do. I like that in our class, I always say some of the students did this and some of the students didn't do that, right? So I hope all of you students are watching this video and all of you know I care about you. I want you to be happy. All right, here we go. Ready? Juice boxes for lunch. Patty brings her lunch to work every day. She buys 7 juice cartons a month for lunch. If one juice carton that we saw costs $2.79, how much money does Patty spend on juice each month? Okay, so what are we gonna do? Okay, first, just do we understand it? That's all. First one, what's the situation, right? And here's where you're gonna say, okay, what's the situation? Are you thinking? Maybe pause this if you need to think, what is it? Or you could go back. What's the situation, right? We have the juice cartons, we have lunch, we have money, right? So it's not kilometers, it's not a bus, it's money. Okay, I got it, right? Got it. How much money? Something about juice. Got it. What are the numbers? Okay, let's go back. Think, what are the numbers? Right? Let's think about it. You can pause. Oops, sorry, it's not pausing. Okay, what are the numbers? What are the numbers? What do you remember? Right? Yep. 2.79. What is 2.79? Right? It's dollars. Right? And then we have 7. Right? 7 what? 7 what? She buys 7 every month. Right? So those are the numbers, right? 7 juices, right? 7 boxes of juice. Okay, those are the numbers. Great. Oops, gotta erase that. What is this? What is this? Sorry. Okay. Oops, sorry. There we go. What are the numbers? Got it? Sorry. Okay, there you go. The numbers are 7 and 2.79. What is it asking you to do, right? How many, right? So it's asking how much money does she spend each month? Are you gonna add 7, right? 7 plus 2.79, that doesn't make sense, right? Subtract, no, it doesn't say difference or take away. Multiply, maybe. It's either multiplying or dividing, right? And it's not dividing because you don't have to know how to divide yet. So it's multiplying, should. It's multiplying, right? Okay. So what's the answer and how do you know, right? So again, here's where you're gonna do the math. So we have 2.79 times 7, and you can do it, right? Can you do it? You need help? 7 times 9, maybe you can do your fingers, right? This is 7, so the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3. So I'm gonna put the 3 here and the 6 up here, right? And then what? 7 times 7. Right? No fingers, no finger trick for this. You may have to look it up. You may have to do math, but I hope you would just memorize it in your mind. 7, what I do is 7 times 6 is 42, plus 7 is 49, plus 6, 49 plus 6. Maybe you use your fingers, 49, 50. Oh, okay. And then it's just 6 more, so 55. I mean, so I'm going to say 55. And then 7 times 2. I hope you know that one is 14, plus 5 is 19. No more numbers. So I put the 1 here. Now, again, remember what we did before. We have 2 numbers after the decimal point. 1, 2. So we have to do 1, 2, and then put the decimal point here. And that's the answer. But is it the answer? We need one more important thing. I remember my teachers telling me this when I was your age. Always we have to say 19.53 what? Is it 19.53 kilometers? Is it 19.53 people? That's not possible. Is it 19? What is it? And then you'll remember 2.79 is how much money it is. So the answer to be completely correct is 19.53 what? Dollars, right? $19.53. How do you know? Okay, I know because I did this math correctly, or I could make a whole lot of 2.79s, 2.79, 2.79, 2.79. That's a lot of work, isn't it? Maybe we should just learn the math, right? It's so much easier than making so many little, like, 1, 2, oops, 2, and then I have to have a 0.79. I have to just like fill this out correctly with like 7, 9, which is like most of it. It's so much, right? And then do it 7 times. Oh boy, that's a lot of work, isn't it? Let's not do that. Okay, let's just do this. So much easier. I wish you were here and I could answer your questions. So that's the answer. How do you know? Because 2.79 times 7 is the answer that I gave you. All right. Have a wonderful afternoon, and please make sure to try to be kind to each other, and even also, if you can, kind to me. I'm trying so hard. Okay. See you later.